We're going to make sandwich bread. So we're going to start with gathering the ingredients. We need 2 cups of warm water, 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. We don't want it too hot, but we just want it warm. I'll put this 2 cups of water straight into the mixer. And then we're going to do 1.5 tablespoons of active dry yeast. Tablespoon and a half of active dry yeast. I don't have half a tablespoon, so we're just gonna eyeball it. Half a cup of sugar. And then we are going to whisk that together a little bit. Not too much, just to break up the clumps. And then we're gonna let that sit for 3 to 5 minutes to let the yeast bloom. So I'll see you back in 3 to 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes and the yeast has bloomed. That's what it'll look like. So now I'm gonna add some melted butter that I melted on the stove. And a tablespoon of salt. I like this Celtic sea salt, but I do have to grind it. I usually put the tablespoon over this bowl to catch the salt that doesn't make it in the tablespoon. And we're gonna whisk that just until combined. And then we're gonna start adding up to 6 cups of flour to this mixture, 1 cup at a time. Let me put some of this stuff away. So, 1 cup. Lock it, make sure it's plugged in. So, I'm gonna try this modern homesteading. I don't have the money to buy land or cattle at this time, so I'm just starting where I'm at, and I decided to start trying to make my own food. I have made this sandwich bread a couple times. It's pretty runny. I'll show you what it looks like when I add another cup. And trying this out to see if I can do it. But I feel like I can learn anything and do anything I put my mind to. And it is a little intimidating, but I've done other things scared. So I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before later after I get this started. So stick around for that. But since it is intimidating, I thought maybe I would document my journey and hopefully encourage other people that are a little intimidated or scared or think they can't do it, to encourage them, try it out. You probably can do it. It's easier than you think. And, come learn with me. It's a bit different going from working mom to staying home with my kids and just making food and doing repetitive tasks as laundry and dishes and picking up after kids. It's a lot different than my other job that I had before, or the jobs I've had before. So, gets kind of lonely to go from a job every day where you're interacting with people to just staying at home. So that's about 3 cups now. But I did join a homeschooling group that have been very nice and supportive. I have a few moms from my son's wrestling that have been supportive. So it's good to try to find some support system. So I'm just pushing the flour down the sides back into the middle so it'll incorporate. Yeah, so I just thought I would start documenting my journey and see if I can encourage anybody else to try it out. Come with me. And also maybe find a community, more community. But it keeps looking like it gets a little bit firm and then it gets loose again once it mixes in on the flour. So that's when I add more flour. So yeah, I'm just starting where I'm at, trying to figure out what else is healthy, how to make my own food. Just start where I'm at. Once we hit the last frost or I see dandelions popping up, I'm gonna attempt to grow my own food. A lot of my plants have died, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna master it this time. My oldest son is still in school. I'm gonna let him finish out the school year. And then right now I've been homeschooling my younger two for now. And it's been enjoyable. I think I'm learning just as much as them homeschooling. And we get to spend a lot of time, quality time together. But I put on an apron because I always get flour all over me. So thickening up, but what I'm looking for now is that I want it to pull away from the bowl. So I'm going to add a little bit more until that happens. I didn't add a whole cup that time. I added maybe 1/4 of a cup. It's getting pretty close. Starting to pull away from the bowl. It's just sticking to the bottom a little bit now. Draggy. See how it sticks to my fingers? I don't really want it to do that. This is not my recipe. This is Lion's Mane recipe. I do believe I will attach the recipe. Just feel this. Yeah, it's still sticking to my finger, so I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. There's quite a bit of flour on the top of the dough hook, so I'm gonna push that in. It's pretty well sticking to the dough hook. So yeah, if anybody's on this journey as well, what have you made? Homemade? What are you trying? What are you working on? What are you growing? What have you had success with? What are you having a hard time with? And, let's just support each other and, you know, get back to community. I'm just scraping some of the dough off the side and the flour, try to get it all incorporated. Now a little bit more flour on top. All right. Just trying to get all that flour that I just added picked up in there. Okay, all the flour's picked up. I'm gonna check it to see how sticky it is again. It's pretty heavy on the dough hook. So watch your fingers. I've pinched my finger in here before. Still pretty sticky. So, but it's getting there. It comes off more easily now. Add a little bit more flour. Yeah, I'm almost to the whole cup, but I've added too much before by adding the whole cup. So I just go slowly. I keep checking the texture. And then once you get it to the texture you want, you'll let it knead for 3 to 5 minutes. Collected all the flour that I added. Let's see. Check it again. Still a little bit sticky. All right. So that will another cup. I like to start slow. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but if you start too fast, it just throws all the flour up. And I do have this cover, but I don't know. I like to see the consistency of the bread better. And then once it starts having a difficult time, that's when I speed it up. All right, all the flour collected. It's really sticking to me or the dough hook. So I think I'm gonna let it knead for 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it to see if the kneading makes it sticky again, is making it like kind of, it won't get runny, but it'll get soft. But I'm gonna let this go for like 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll give you some updates of whether I like what I'm seeing or not. All right, so it's kneaded for 5 minutes. I'm liking what I'm seeing. It didn't stick to the dough hook at all, but I am gonna knead it for another, by hand, for another like 1 to 2 minutes. Yes, I did write the recipe down because I can't video and read the recipe at the same time. So, I just wanted to share my journey of not having a job and doing it at home, try to build a community, so make some friends. I want to get back to working out, cleaning, cooking, growing my own food, homeschooling. So I don't know what you guys are working through yourselves. I don't know everything. I barely know anything. I'm just figuring it out as I go. And I just really feel like that does work for some people. You gotta start somewhere. All right. Let's see. I have a bowl here that I oiled, slightly oiled. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but I'm gonna try to make this into like a ball, like a smoother ball. And we're gonna let it rise for about an hour at room temperature with a kitchen towel over it. I'm gonna put it over by my fire because that helps, the warmth helps it rise a little bit better. So it's about, let me see what degrees it is. It's about 75 degrees in here right now. So an hour or when it's doubled in size. And let me see if I can try this new thing that I've never tried before. Otherwise, I will get back to you in an hour or when that dough has doubled in size. Okay, so the sandwich bread has been rising for an hour. So now we're gonna punch it down. I can't do it. And we're gonna separate it. Keep punching it. Right there. Yep. Good job. Okay, you want to take it out?
Yeah, I can talk.
Okay, get down. Can you come on your stool?
Yeah. I didn't make my mommy. The cat.
Come on.
The cat said that. You have to do it all ways.
Okay, we're gonna cut it in half.
I can cut it?
Yeah.
This is not sharp.
A little bit. You just have to be careful. It's not really sharp.
It's not all sharp. It's
but you always have to be careful in the kitchen.
Okay. It's just like a heart.
It's like a heart?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna set this one aside. Okay, we're done with this for now.
Okay.
We're gonna roll this up into a ball again.
I can do that. I'm gonna do that.
No. We want one big piece.
No.
Yes, you.
No.
We're making bread. We're not making cookies. We can make little bread pieces out of the hamburger bun, okay?
So what's cookie?
No, not cookies. They're gonna be hamburger buns.
I can do it. I can do it.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll it out in a rectangle.
I can do it.
Hold on. Okay. Can you roll it out? Can we put it closer to you? Please.
I can do it by myself.
So forward.
I can do it by myself.
Hold on, let me try to.
That moves.
Yeah, move.
That's funny.
Okay, let's try to roll it out here.
I can do it.
Yeah, leave it right here. Roll it out.
Now it's gonna move.
Hold on, let's keep rolling it out because there's still creases in here.
Creases?
Yeah, I see.
How's that?
Watch your fingers.
No, I'm trying to make it like this. I don't have to roll it like.
Okay, it's supposed to be about 9 inches. Is that as big as this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think we gotta roll it up. Let's roll it up.
Yeah.
Like this, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Okay. We're gonna put it 3 sides down in here. You see this piece?
Yeah.
It needs to be on the bottom.
Okay. This meat on top.
Yeah, that part's on the top.
How about the other one?
Right here.
How about the other piece?
Right here, baby.
Oh, I can do it.
Okay.
Okay. Can we do this?
Keep rolling it around.
Is it? And this?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get it a little bit smoother.
Smoother?
Yeah, see how there's so many creases in here?
Mom, it's taking too long. Roll it.
Okay, roll it.
I can do it. See those creases?
Yeah. Can I help you a little bit?
Yeah. And make it bigger. You have to make it bigger.
Let me stretch it out a little bit.
Okay. Hey, what moves? What moves, Mom?
Because it's wiggly, I guess. Okay. Let's roll all these creases.
Yeah, roll out these creases.
That's bigger than that. So we're gonna roll it up.
I can do it.
Hold on. That's too low. That's tight. Roll it a little bit tighter. There you go. Yep. Hold on, don't unroll it. There you go. Seam side down.
Upside down. And do this. Yeah, we did it!
I don't know. Maybe we should put this one seems a little bit bigger. Maybe we should switch it.
Switch it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that one seems a little bit bigger and that pan's bigger. Okay. So
yeah, we did it.
We have 2 loaves. I don't know if you can see any of that.
I have to put them together. I have to put them
But
like
we're going
this.
to cover them with the towel again.
I can do it again.
And we're going to let them rise for another...
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 to 60 minutes. So we'll check in after that.
I did
Our hamburger buns are rising. So the timer went off for 45 minutes for these, but they are not an inch above the pan, so we're gonna let them go for another 15 minutes. Okay, this is what it looks like after rising for 60 minutes. I don't know. And we're gonna put it in the oven that we preheated to 375 for 30 minutes. We're gonna turn them around at 15 minutes to make sure they bake evenly. I'm gonna put them in the oven straight like this, and then turn them around.
That's on the corn?
Yep. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, so we're gonna turn them around.
The little bit corn. The little bit corn?
Yeah, a little bit corn.
Why is this little bit corn? I need a lot of corn. This one's for Eva?
They're looking super good. Turning around.
Yeah. After cook it still?
Yeah, 15 more minutes.
Why?
That's how long it takes. See you. The bread's done. Let me get my wire racks. I don't actually need them for like 5 more minutes, but let's take these out. Okay. I want to knock on them and see if they sound hollow. Be careful, they're very hot. They just came out of the oven. But they do sound hollow. So we're going to let these rest for 5 minutes. And then we'll take them out. Keep your hot pads, because they're still going to be hot. Right, so I've loosened these with the spatula just on the sides. I did put that parchment paper down before I put the dough in. So we're just going to dump these out.
Why you want to make our own bread, Mom? Because you want to think they look pretty?
Yeah, I think they look pretty.
Flip it over with it?
Yeah.
Top?
Still hot, so make sure to use your...
Okay. Can you get me one? Okay. I got it. I don't want to do it. You're flipping it.
Okay. And then we're going to let it cool down a little bit more. I do like to put some butter.
I can put the butter on there?
Yeah, hold on a second.
How we're going to put the butter on there?
You're going to hold the paper and then put the butter on there.
Okay. There you go. And how do I do this? Over it.
Okay, hold on.
Am I taking this over?
Mm-hmm.
You think that's enough?
Yep. Take put it in the butter dish.
Okay. Butter dish.
I like to put a little bit of salt on top.